In the echoing silence of the past lies a world teeming with vibrant life and mysterious voices that have long faded into oblivion. Human factors have caused an end to these innocent lives. In today's episode, let's uncover their stories. Here comes the first animal. We existed for only 25 years. We admitted that we were highly sensitive to changes in temperature and humidity. But the dramatic changes were mostly caused by mankind. Deforestation had completely destroyed our habitats, and we had been struggling to find a home. At last, we just have to give in. These are the golden toads. Let's continue listening to what they want to tell us, or in other words, the voices of extinct animals.
We were discovered in 1964 and declared extinct in 1989. We were native to the cloud forest reserves in Costa Rica, and males were brightly colored with golden orange skin, while females were duller in color. The population decline is attributed to climate change, and the species was highly sensitive to changes in temperature and humidity. Our loss of habitat was due to deforestation that mainly occurred due to humans, and the last sighting of us in the wild was reported in 1989.
It is really saddening to know about the extinction of the golden toads. Because during their surviving days, golden toads were actually commonly featured on programs promoting the biodiversity of Costa Rica, where the golden toads lived in. We believe that humans are actually the culprits of extinction of some species. Golden toads are not the only species which have been extincted due to human factors.
The northern white rhinos are also another species that has been extinct due to human factors. They were originally native to Central Africa and declared functionally extinct in 2018, with only 2 known individuals remaining, which are both females, named Nanjin and Fasu. They have 2 large horns made of keratin, with the front horn being longer than the rear one, and they were one of the largest land animals, with the males weighing up to 2,300 kilograms and standing up to 1.8 meters tall at the shoulder. Unfortunately, they were hunted by their horns, which is highly valued in traditional Asian medicine and as a status symbol. Habitat loss also contributed to its decline, and even though efforts were made to preserve the species through captive breeding programs, it was too late. In 2018, the death of the last male individual, Sudan, marked the end of the species.
The northern white rhinoceros had contributed so much to the biodiversity. Since they were big grazers eating lots of vegetation, they helped shape the African landscape. Other animals benefited, and they made a healthy balance within the environment. To add on, ecotourism in Africa could be an important source of income for local people. But now, the northern white rhinoceros had been extinct. Another species that have gone extinct is Bramblecae melomys. Listen to what they say. Climate change and rising sea levels led to saltwater intrusions throughout Bramblecae, and the volume of leafy plants as food have shrunk by 97%. Storm surges also willowed down my population, sweeping us out to sea. Climate change can be led to by some factors which are natural, but human factors have caused the climate change to accelerate rapidly and become out of control. Bramblecae melomys are actually very attractive and have reddish-brown fur with a paler underbelly.
Wow, that's really sad, Valerie. These are only a few examples of the countless species that have vanished from our planet due to humans. Hopefully, after this podcast episode, you guys will reflect on our role in the consequences of climate change, habitat destruction, and over-exploitations in extinct animals.
Overfishing robbed me of my prey and caused me to drown following entanglements in gear, let alone shipping traffic that pollutes my habitats. This is what Yangtze River dolphins want to tell us. Humans have caused so much pollution to the dolphins. For example, the increasing numbers of boats and noise pollution increase the chance of poor sight dolphins colliding with ships and their propellers. On top of this, pollution and aggressive habitat modification also contributed to their deaths. It is believed that people have neglected the rights of these kinds of poor animals due to economic advancements. But the important part is that the extinction of some animals actually have detrimental impact on our lives. For example, when the biodiversity is lost, a ripple effect will occur, causing the extinctions of some other species which may be food of human beings. Last but not least, we would like to introduce you a kind of zebra, the quagga. They were heavily hunted by the Dutch settlers and the Afrikaners for their meat and skins traded locally. Besides, farmers captured them as a serious competitor to domestic livestock for forage. These kind of zebras have no harm to human beings and should not be treated unequally by us.
We hope after you've heard of these stories of these animals, you'll finally realize that as we grapple with the consequences of so many types of human activities in this world, we must put animals at the heart of all this development and have a commitment to conservation and the preservation of these animals. Together, we need to raise awareness for these animals and confront the harsh reality of our impact on their vanishing lives.
Thank you for tuning in. In the next episode, we will talk about the resurrection of species.
Thank you.
Goodbye.